Hey, what's up, everybody? How you doing? Dave and Matthias here.
Yeah, greetings. We're at episode number 45 of the BlabberMalt Show, January 30th, 2024. Let's do it.
Let's do it. We're hanging out here tonight at Collision Bend Brewery here in Euclid with my good friend Luke Purcell. And I'm going to talk to him about all things Collision Bend here at the new facility, all the deeds, how to get here, what we're talking about. But before we do that, Dave, let's talk about how you get a hold of us here at BlabberMalt.
Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss an episode. And also, we do have a new Beacons link you'll notice in our bio. Sign up for our email list. We might send something out. We might have an event or something, so that's something new. But other than that, yeah, you can find us on all the socials, the BlabberMalt Show, or at BlabberMalt, Instagram, X, all those
all
places.
The things, right?
Spotify.
What's happening, brother?
We got some space for your event if you want to talk. Yeah, later.
Let's do it.
Nothing. How are you, man? It's good to see you.
I'm really good. Thank you so much. How was your weekend, Dave? Anything fun? I know you went to a couple breweries.
Yeah. I had plans to do a lot of work on the home brewery, but we had a little mini bar crawl on Friday night. The Destination Cleveland Brewery Passport. It hit 4 venues on Friday. Hit Forest City, Market Garden. Tried to go to Hansa. They were closed Saturday night. Couldn't believe it. It's dark.
Interesting.
So Great Lakes, hit them, and then ended up at a railroad back in Avon as we headed back home.
Home base.
Yeah.
There you go.
It was good.
Good. Yeah, we had, I was in Mad Brewing Company in Medina on Sunday. Watched the first game there and had one of their hazies on tap from Mad, and doing a nice job brewing their own beers now for the first time in-house most recently.
Check it in on the passport?
I didn't check anything in, man. I just had the beer, enjoyed it. No social media, nothing, dude. What do you think?
You're not doing
Did
the
I
passport?
actually drink it?
Yeah.
I don't even know, right? If you don't check it in, do you drink it?
No, it didn't happen.
I do.
You check them in?
I don't check anything in, but I'd like to tell the brewers themselves that I tasted it.
Yeah, I liked it. I tried it. I want to talk about it here.
Hopefully I liked it.
Yeah, we're hanging out again at Collision Bend, and I want to talk about quickly some of your socials, right? We're here at the Euclid's new facility. Tell us how to get here, where we're at, and all of those things.
Yeah, Euclid, Ohio, so east side is a new thing for me personally, west sider. It's right off of I-90 on Babbitt Road, 1261 Babbitt Road. It's real industrial around here, but it's pretty easy to find, and it's real accessible from the highway. So we've been finding a lot of folks coming in from the east side just because it's closer than going all the way downtown, and it's been a real nice reception so far since the taproom has been open a couple weeks now. So.
There's a nice crowd here on a Tuesday night. I know you guys have music here this evening at 6:30.
Yeah, we do. We have our first time live music, so it's experimental night to see how the rafters echo.
Yeah, it's Austin Walkin' Kane. That's
Austin
a big deal.
Kane, yeah, he's a good friend of ours. We actually brew a beer in the summertime, High Rent Lemon Girl, named after one of his songs. He's plays at our place downtown all the time, and he kind of volunteered to be our first act in here.
Oh, that's cool. That's
awesome. A good volunteer. I think that we were doing a collaboration beer right around the time, and you were doing your very first music event at the first location.
Look at that.
So that was kind of a fun thing. You're like, we're getting kind of nervous. We don't know about music here, where we're going to be at.
Yeah, it was the same kind of feeling downtown, because we had the real high ceilings down there as well, and getting the music in, you just don't know how it's gonna play. But it's real good down there because we got nice insulation on the ceiling and stuff. So we'll see how it goes here. We might have to add something. I just want to try it out first.
I was looking on the website at the other location. You have Abby Normal coming up here early February.
Oh, the band.
Yeah, I've seen them a bunch of times. They're super fun.
It's funny because we popped into my head. It was a couple years ago. We did a beer. We did a Belgian Abbey double.
Oh, okay.
And everybody calls their Belgian doubles Abbey Normal.
Yeah.
There's about a million of them named Abbey Normal across the country. And we named it. I would have to watch the movie right now. I would have to watch that movie right now to remember what we named it. Not Baldric. That's a charity thing.
I'm trying to remember. I remember that beer.
So it's the person's brain. the person's brain who he accidentally took, he was supposed to take, and he didn't take it. He took the Abbey normal one in the movie. So we had that beer, so I thought you were talking about we had that beer coming out, and I was like, we do? Like, that's news to me.
Wait a minute, I didn't brew that beer yet.
Yeah, well, the guys will tell you I don't brew much of them, so I wouldn't have it wouldn't have been too surprising.
Hey, speaking of beers that, you are brewing here, tell us about why Euclid, what's going on here really quickly, because this is the production facility and tap room. Talk to us about that, and then we'll start with the beer here. Tell us why you chose these flight, and I'll give you the mic, and just talk us through the flight.
Yeah, absolutely. So we weren't choosing necessarily, choosing an area as much as we were choosing a building. And we looked at a lot of buildings, and we just kept missing the mark. We needed this, or they had this, but they didn't have everything we needed. And really, we're looking for an open space. As a brewer, you're just looking kind of for open space that you can kind of create the way you want things to flow. And this popped up, and came and took a look, and it was pretty rugged in here, but it was an open space. It was in a good spot. So being that it's going to be our production facility, being close to the highway, our distributor is very close to here. It just seemed like a good fit. Some of the partners in the business were actually from Euclid, and they're East Siders, so they were excited about it. I'm adapting. I'm West Side adapting.
Yeah.
But I find I can get from my house to this spot just the same amount of time I can get from my house to downtown, which I think is pretty. I would have never thought that as a West Sider who's like, we don't go here.
You got to stamp your passport to cross the river, right?
Yeah, right. Cross the river.
So what's our first beer?
So what we chose the beers tonight, like our production beers, since this is going to be our production facility once it's all up and running. The first one you got there is our Blackberry Sunset, which is early first part of the year, Lake Erie Sunset. Lake Erie Sunset has been our most popular beer we've done since the beginning, since we opened, and it's a blood orange American wheat beer, and it's just been a huge hit. And so we decided, instead of just having it be a summer beer, we've created a couple more versions of it to have it be a full-time beer, but the fruit in it is going to change. The treatment of it is going to change. So this is blackberry. This is the blackberries come from Burnham Orchards in Berlin Heights, Ohio, right by Vermilion. They do a blackberry cider shandy type thing that we actually serve at the tap room downtown. And so we started buying the blackberries right from them, which is how I was using local people, like most of us do. And so that became our sort of winter sunset, and then we'll have our first time in the fall where we have an apricot peach sunset, replacing the blood orange, and the blood orange will run all summer. That's the first beer on the list. And it's got a nice tartness to it. We're pretty subtle with our fruits when we make fruit beers because we still want it to taste like beer. But there's probably a couple 100 pounds of blackberries in that batch, so.
I won't take that as a knock, I promise.
It wasn't a knock. We did our
it's very touchy.
Guava. What was ours? It was a guava.
Legend of guava. We have to do that again soon.
Yeah. People loved it. People loved the extremeness of how much guava we put in there.
That's Avon Brewing, right?
Yeah, for sure.
It's good.
For sure.
Yeah, it's good. Very subtle. I like the wheat character really comes through, and I still get some of the hops. Very balanced.
I do love that sunset wheat that you do have, and it's really good.
Yeah.
I think that that's one of my go-tos when I come there, and I think it's a good starter for us. You're going to brew this here, and production-wise.
So this will, once production moves out here, once we're up and running, this will be canned out here. We'll have 3 different cans for it, but it is all the same beer with different treatment. So this is this can has a beautiful picture of from our patio, an actual purple sky sunset for the blackberry ones. And the other one, the sunset, this blood orange wheat one, actually won the Beer Collectors Club of the Americas that won that a couple years ago. It won the best can in the country. So that was kind of pretty cool honor. As a brewer, you want your beers to win, but hey, the art can win too.
Well, yeah, we'll take it. We'll take it. Yeah.
So our next beer is one that we're working on doing a light lager when we open up out here as well. So we keep brewing some Pilsners and some Helles lagers and stuff like that. This is a Pilsner we do called Doroni. they're doing a special downtown with this one, a pepperoni with a Deroni pizza thing. And then out here they're doing mussels with this beer. So they're trying to play. The kitchen's been really trying to work with our beers and having a lot of fun with cooking with the beer and that kind of thing. So this is actually an Italian style pills, which has been kind of a trendy little pills that they make recently. So we've just been playing around with different pilsners and lagers to see which version of that we want to end up being it's going to be called Lakeshore Lager when it comes out. So a sneak peek on that. We spilled the beans at our opening when the mayor of Euclid was here and stuff, so I guess we have to follow through now. So,
Do it now.
Next we have our Seatown IPA, which we've been brewing.
Yeah, this is classic.
We've actually been brewing it since we opened downtown. Originally it was called East Bank, and then we spread that one out through, that ended up being our packaged beer. It's kind of your everyday West Coast IPA, centennial, traditional, recent tradition for IPAs and the hops. So that's what that is. That's what that's all about. Yeah, and we moved that beer nice. It's canned now, again, downtown. Year-round availability on that one. And we'll be doing that one out here as well once we're up.
Yeah, you get out and about, and that's a lot of places, a lot of restaurants and bars around the area.
We've been moving that one. Real nice. It's got a nice steady sales rate. It moves through the market. It doesn't seem to sit around. It stays pretty fresh. So we're pretty excited about expanding on that one.
And you have that in cans, but you have it in draft too at other locations too, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's on tap in a lot of places around town and available at most grocery stores and beer stores around town now. So been doing well for us. And then last one on the list here is our Bollard Pull Porter. I had to have porter. Porters and stouts are my favorite styles, so I always like to have a dark beer on tap, at least all the time. We ended up putting this one in a can. It's cool. Bollard Pull is the name refers to the pulling power of a tugboat. So before we had opened downtown, I kind of came up with that name just from reading about all the nautical terms and everything that's going on in the river downtown. So Bollard Pull seemed like a pretty hearty name for a nice porter. We snuck some
tug pulls, baby.
We snuck some rolled oats into this.
I was wondering if we were going to get a tug pull.
It'll smooth it out with some rolled oats. So it's kind of borderline oatmeal stout, but it's still a porter in our eyes.
Well, I'm digging it.
Yeah, that's great.
So that'll be canned. That just got canned the other day, so that's our early part of the year. It's been our seasonal for the early part of the year. It's available draft all year long. A couple accounts carry it as well on draft. And that's doing nicely for that style. It's not as big as a mover, obviously, as the IPAs are, but that's doing really, really nicely for what a porter does. And my experiences in that world, being from Great Lakes and everything, they make a pretty good one over there.
I've heard.
I still like it. So I always tell people we make the second best porter in town.
Well, that's a good name to have too. So, first of all, I'm digging this Deroni, right?
Yeah, that's what I have.
Deroni.
Yeah.
So I love that idea of the pizza. And Deroni, that's at the original location.
That's downtown.
And so again, looking at Collision Bend Brewing Company, you are in the flats, right?
Yep.
I think the address here would be 1250 Old River Road, Cleveland. Yep. You can find them at collisionbendbrewery.com and all the socials at Collision Bend Brewery. In today's world, we talk about all those socials, but literally type in Collision Bend Brewery. You're going to find all of those spaces, right? Brother, your beers are fantastic. We're really excited about having you into our studio to talk more about all things beer. Luke, hopefully Ben, he can get here.
Yeah, we're getting here.
Some weight loss things that we're doing, brother.
Right.
Talk about the half a human here and the half a human here.
Are you doing the keto?
We've done different things, actually. It'll be cool to talk about it, I think, for people, because it's a tough industry on all parts of it. Kitchen, sales team. It's a really tough industry when it comes to,
It is, between the food and the beer and the stress and the lifestyle.
Yeah, so for a couple of pretty not so small dudes to show that it can be done, I think it's we're not. Yeah, we'll talk about
this. Might be a spin-off show here. from BlabberMalt to how to cut out the malt. And
Yeah.
down, so.
The BlabberMalt Show.
We still
Half a BlabberMalt. We're still drinking tonight.
Yeah, we still do it, but you just gotta moderation, as they say.
And watch other things that you do.
Yeah.
And I can't wait for that show to
Good friend of mine, no longer with us from Great Lakes, used to do tours and a lot of events with me, Terry Ryan. His name used to always say, his slogan was, moderation can be overdone.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
For sure.
So these beers are fantastic, and what we really want to do now is maybe I'll take my little Deroni back with me, and if you could, I'll give you the mic, and I'll grab the camera. If you want to walk me and Dave around the brew house, show us the new digs.
Yeah, we'll show you what's going on. We're not up and running back there, but it's getting close, so you can see the gist of it all. For sure.
I love that.
Yeah.
All right, lead the way.
Oh, we're going. Let's go. We're walking.
And the peeps in there. So how many? What do we got? 12 beers on tap? 15?
Yeah, we have 12. We have 12 handles. We should be able to maintain that. Bringing beers from downtown right now, and then once we open and up and running here, we'll be sending production beers downtown, and we'll still be splitting some batches of some other stuff from there. So we'll keep a good variety at both places.
So that's going to free up some space for some.
Yeah, we'll be able to
crazy
do
beers.
a lot more variety. Yeah, for sure. We're really excited. As much as we're excited about getting production open, as brewers, that excites us probably even a little bit more, being able to make more stuff. So, super excited about that.
That's going to be great.
Awesome kitchen staff over here. Guys are killing it. This is Chef Andy.
Hi, everybody. How you doing? Good, man. How are you? It's amazing. Kind of smells your body.
Pizza oven cranking out.
Andy runs
pies.
all of our places and some of the partners' other places. So you can see he loves to have open, viewable kitchen hotlines all here for the guests to see how clean and neat these guys are. We have a really awesome crew. They really kill it for us, downtown and here.
Yeah.
And same way downtown. Like, he likes to have it open, visible. I don't know what that was. All right, into the brewery.
Oh yeah.
As I said, we're not yet up and running, so you see some welding equipment going on here.
Yeah.
Playing around with our hot liquor tank here. We got a repair job to do on there, so we're figuring out how we're going to climb into that thing safely. If anyone works for OSHA, it's going to be harnessed people and all that good stuff.
Safety's always
You guys
number 2.
You guys want to walk up on the platform?
I'd love to.
Yeah. So we think that, we're not sure, but we think we have broken the record for the widest stairs up to our platform of any brewery. So we're not sure. We'll see. Testing that.
Yeah.
So yeah, just all the wiring's done. All the pumps are wired in now. This is the last couple steps we have to do before we can send some water through here and boil some water and then get to our first brew. So we think we're a few weeks away. So brand new piece of equipment here is our mash tun, and then it's mixed in.
The auger. We'll
hit the mill room. I'll show you guys the mill room real quick when we're out of here. So the mash tun's brand new, incorporated into a brew house that we bought down in Columbus, a place called Common House Ales. This was actually the original brew house from Columbus Brewing, so it's got some history behind it.
Okay.
These two pieces, and then the third one is a whirlpool. So it's a 2-vessel system turned into a 4-vessel system now.
Okay.
So yeah, we're gonna have, every step has its own, so we'll be able to do multiple brews during a day, like a production brewery should be able to do, as close together as possible. So we'll see how that goes. We have over here, there's 60 barrels. There's a 30-barrel brew house. We have 60-barrel fermenters on this line, 30-barrel row down at the far end, and then right behind you, Matthias, there'll be 3 more 30s coming from downtown. So we'll have the ability to do all those single batch and some double batch stuff. Cool thing over here, if you check out these windows, I know it's not the brewery equipment, Just ran all of our CO2 and everything in here. So these windows actually came. We did an expansion of our banquet space downtown. There was an outside balcony thing, and these windows were actually part of downtown. There's one also at the front when you first walk in. These were the glass wall of the banquet room downtown.
Nice.
We brought them out here to incorporate some of downtown into out here in Euclid. So I think that's a pretty cool element. People sit here and see the brewers work.
They have a walk-in cooler too.
Yes, I guess that's a thing in breweries now. Ben Northeim, our head brewer, put that up. It's the Christopher walk-in.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. Yeah, so if we'll squeeze over this way, I don't know if you can make it. You're skinny, you can make it, just duck. It's a beautiful Silverado here. This is what brewery owners get to own. This is the best thing we can afford, with some bungee straps holding the window down. Get a good look at that, so people know we're working for a living. There's a grain room here, so this equipment's all brand new. We didn't try to buy this kind of stuff new. We got a silo right outside this wall that you can see right from Babbitt Road. We will logo that eventually here and light it up, so that'll be another way to find us nicely out here. This system's all ready to go. As soon as the brew house is ready, we just got to hook her up and get the silo filled with grain, and chain and disc system over there needs to be connected. Until the motors are made sure they're running properly, you don't connect the discs, because if it's running backwards, it could be disastrous. We do know that it's running the right way. We just haven't really hooked it up yet because we're not really ready to start. This is the biggest brewery we've been in yet, Matthias, for the show. Yeah, should be fun. We're very excited about it all. But I mean, that's about it back here. You want to see the Christopher walk-in?
Yeah.
See this system? Because if the kitchen folks can show everybody the behind the scenes, we can too, right?
For sure.
These two bright beer tanks for packaging, so the finished product ends up in these, and then there's another third one is coming from downtown as well. The middle one's a 60 barrel for bright beer tank, and the 30 barrel, and then we have the other 30 barrel coming from downtown also once we're up and running, and we can get those out of here, because we're still doing production out of that one downtown. And yeah, the finished product ends up over here. Nice big cooler space, sharing it with the kitchen. That was part of the plan.
Yeah.
So we will figure out who needs what as we go along. You see our draft system over here. Our friend at Beer Pros, Dallas at Beer Pros, installed this just like he did downtown. He's going to maintain clean for us. Right now we're doing all kegs because we're going back and forth. We do have a couple tanks that we will do for probably our better selling beers, probably the lager, I would imagine, in the Sunset. This summer we do have a couple tanks that'll be moved into here as well, serving tanks, so we don't have to do a whole bunch of kegs of those, and then the rest will stay as kegs. So yeah, that's the automatic door for the tow motor to drive through that isn't automatic yet. So we'd have to open that from the outside, but yeah, let's drive in and out. So we think we have plenty of stuff. Loop around. What's up?
I just made it 0.5.
Yeah, we stayed pretty much hands-on here. There's not a lot of automation. You see, as you scan by the tanks, you see each tank has its own temperature control individually on it instead of everything running to a panel. And that was just like all of my years through all this stuff. I figured if we're piecing an old brewery together, you run into one problem for everything, and everything you add. It's either your huge budget and you can have all automation and fully go with all that, or if you're not, which we're not, I feel like keeping everything separate was a good idea, because if you have one breakdown, it's only one breakdown.
Yeah, keep it simple, you know?
That's basically, we've been the keep it simple strategy out here. So the brewers are going to learn how to brew like feel like
Hands-on.
Rocky IV and the climbing the mountains
Yeah.
instead of the technical stuff. So yeah, I think the brewers are gonna make sure they know how to brew, and then when we make enough, we'll make a new place that you can just press
Get a little
buttons
shot
at.
of the disco ball, because that's important.
Yeah.
Beautiful, man. It's beautiful.
It is very nice.
Yeah, it's coming along. I appreciate that. That's all I got for you.
Yeah, well, we really appreciate the tour. This place is beautiful.
Wish you could smell the smells and not just see them. Crowded already?
Yeah, it's picking up.
Yeah, how many seat tap room is this?
Capacity is right up 199. I was going to
Okay.
say 200, but since we're recording, I won't say the
Okay.
wrong number. And then that's a little bit bigger once outside. Outside patios open in summer. So.
Yeah.
This is my favorite guy.
Yeah.
This is my favorite guy. That's a telltale sign right there, brother, of good people.
Yeah.
It really is. So
That's what I
Sure,
say.
yeah.
that's wonderful. So, as we kind of let you go back to what you're doing tonight and go around, talk to people, get ready for the band to show up. We appreciate the tour today. The beers, as always, are wonderful. And I'm thankful for your friendship to me over the course of the years and getting us running and talking and being an ear for me as a brewer and a business owner. I appreciate that tremendously.
What it's one thing. I've been in this industry 25 plus years now, and I'm very, very happy to say that I still feel like it's very much we all help each other across the country. Cleveland is exceptional at that, the Cleveland area. I think it's fantastic. It's still like that. As much as the competition has increased, and there's 9,000 plus breweries in the country now, it still has remained brewers help each other out. So it's part of the reason why I'm still doing it. I love it.
And I appreciate that, and I know I'm a beneficiary of that, and so are many other people in our area. You're an icon in our industry. I appreciate that. I tell a story all the time, and I'll probably talk about it when you come into the studio, but when you were at your former position, and you were in a ginormous tank, and some members of the Indians came in, and I'll let you tell the story later, but they were just amazed at the job you're doing. And you're looking up as we are all scrubbers and cleaners. You're like, you have no idea, man, what they're talking about. So
It's the janitor's job.
janitor's
right?
job, we get it.
Yeah.
We get it. So one more time, Collision Bend and Euclid, he talked about it, right off 90, Babbitt, right off the exit, turn right. So you can literally see the exit from here. Signage is everywhere. Great little spot here on the corner. Beautiful little location. Not little, it's a nice large tap room. Bar is wonderful. Beers are always fantastic. Food is on par with everything else you're doing at all the other
The idea, yeah.
location. And cannot wait to have you in the studio.
Yeah, it's going to be
Looking
fun.
forward to it,
We'll do a deep dive.
Deep dive into beer, Cleveland beer scene, weight loss, I understand, right? Life choices and changes.
There you go. Sounds
And
awesome.
then,
Looking forward to it.
Me too, brother. So, music's getting ready to start here. One more time, Collision Bend Brewing Company, all the socials, website, find out what's going on here. Check out music, it's how we find out what's going on tonight. Dave, what else you got going on today?
Yeah, I wanted to just, we're kind of scheduling some things coming up. So next week, February 2nd, we have Destination Cleveland going to be in the studio talking about the brewery passport. Next weekend, or the next week, Luke's going to be there. We're going to get Ben in, maybe.
Yeah, we'll get one.
Come on, Benny, let's go.
Let's go. Talk about everything. Collision Bend, just go real deep into it.
Deep dive.
A week after that, we have Cal Walmer from the Electric Brewery website and everything he has to offer. It's our first remote guest, our first international guest. He's from Canada, so that's exciting. We have a
Canucks.
couple weeks. We're trying to schedule some things. March 12th, we're going to have our anniversary episode. We're going to
1 year, brother.
review some of the things we've done over the past year and have a couple laughs, talk about that. So beyond that, don't forget to like, subscribe, find us on all the socials, hit the notification bell, make sure you don't miss an episode, and email us at blabbermalt@gmail.com. And hit that Beacon site and give us your email. If you've already emailed us, we have it, so don't worry.
We won't sell
we
it.
We might sell it. I mean,
No.
we gotta make. Well, then go to the Printify shop and buy a T-shirt. We need the money, man.
Speaking of T-shirts, we're talking about tough on the way here.
Yeah. We
Yeah,
gotta
our
get-
boys.
Should talk to Billy Morris to see if we can get him playing in here. Sunset Strip. Yeah.
Yeah, or tough. Bring the whole crew in one day.
Tough.
Yeah, that's a big show
Sure.
right there.
That's a
All right,
loud
I'm
show,
talking
we'll see.
crazy, so we'll have some finish these beers up, have some fun with you, listen to some music, maybe grab some food. Until next time, guys, stay malty, Cleveland.
Cool. Thank you.